What's good, everybody? I'm your girl, Asanta Tay, and it's Tay Tay Loud Mouth. And my guest today is the one and only Chaz Ransom. What's good?
What's up? What's up, Tay? What's going on?
I'm Gucci. How's everything?
Good. Everything blessed. We live and well, so everything good.
I see you got some new drip on the way, on hand, all that.
Yeah. I'm trying to stay with new pieces and new things coming out. Keep my
Right.
creative juices flowing.
Okay, first you gotta let the people know where you from.
Yeah, I'm originally from Newark, New Jersey. Moved to Orlando when I was about probably like 16.
Okay.
So I've been in Orlando for a minute now, since I was 16. But originally from Newark, family based out of there. But Orlando is home. I love the old, you know, this is it. This is where I'm from right here.
What side of town you grew up on?
Grew up on the west side, Evans High,
Uh,
alumni,
uh,
graduate. You know what I'm saying?
that's
Yeah,
that Pine Hills area.
don't too much. Yeah, that E high. Yeah. So
I know. I support Evans. I like Evans. It ain't
yeah.
Jones, but I like Evans.
Holiday Jones. Yeah, gotta represent for the E high, man. Ain't talking about
Okay.
Edgewater neither.
Okay. So one time for Evans and the people in Pine Hills, because that's where we at anyways. So
Exactly.
let the people know, just talk about your clothing brand a little bit. Like how long you been in the game with Ransom Clothing Line.
Um, I've been doing ransom now for about 4 years. Um, I just got into it because I like clothes, I like fashion, so everything created, I come up with myself. Came up with the name Ransom because I wanted to do something that meant something to me. And Ransom is my grandmother's maiden last name.
Wow.
So a lot of people most don't know that when I hear the word ransom, it just means value, family, determination. She was a woman married with 11 kids that she raised, moved from Georgia to get away from slavery to New
Wow.
Jersey. That's how we got there. And
Wow.
once she got married, it changed to my granddad's last name, which is Nunnally. But Ransom sound cooler,
Yeah.
so I went with her maiden name Ransom as what name my clothing brand. So it's just the inspiration of them and the household that I grew up in Newark, New Jersey, with all my family and stuff like that. So that's how I came up with that. And yeah, most of my style, everything that I do, how I dress, how I coordinate, it usually comes from my upbringing up there. Um, so yeah, it's one of the things
Okay.
that made me get into it.
Christian Buckman. They say what made you get in the game? Like who put you in the game?
Oh man, what made me get in the game? I don't really know. I can't really remember. I just know like I like clothes and fashion. So if you really know me, like I'm big on shoes. I'm big on clothes.
You
I'm
be
big
sweated
on
out.
yeah. I like to be dressed. It's one of my favorite things to do. Even if I ain't going nowhere, I still put on clothes. I don't think nobody put me in the game. I kind of just put myself in the game, researching, doing, just following different things, paying attention to trends, paying attention to the major companies that been doing it and kind of following their direction. Like I said, growing up from Jersey, um, in Newark, I watched FUBU a lot when I was younger. They based out in New York. You know what I'm saying? Selling that stuff out the back of their trunk. Most people don't know. I'm a little older, so Naughty by Nature was big in the '90s. They from Newark, but they used to have their own
You
store.
definitely older with that. Not about who?
Naughty by Nature. They
Uh,
but they had their own store down in Newark, New Jersey, selling their own brand. I
that's
always
lit.
thought that shit was cool. You know what I'm saying? So I just always wanted to do it and just put my foot forward and just try it. Just gotta jump out there to your dream sometimes.
Okay, because you say you from New Jersey, so you wasn't one of those people that came here to Florida and just wear Tim's every day.
Nah. I'm not. I ain't based like that shit. That shit aggravate my nerves when I see dudes up north with Timbs on in the
Oh,
summer.
y'all got that
So,
on. It's hot.
so I agree with you. I used to hate when they used to wear Timbs with shorts. Like that shit looks so crazy to me. So
Right.
nah, I ain't one of them people. And ain't
Okay.
no one of people be like, oh, up north is better than down south. I hate when people say that too, because I be like, why you here then? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's
So
always an argument by, oh, New York better than it. New York. So, but y'all done came to Florida and
for
New York
real,
so great.
for real, I feel like I got the best of both worlds. You grow up, half my life up there, and the other half down here, so I get to
Right.
see both sides. And really, to be honest, a lot of us, it's the same. It's just the lingo may be different, you know, stuff like that. The way you dress may be different, but the core values or the core the street codes, whatever you want to call it, it's all the same, universal everywhere you go. So
Okay.
it's all good.
All right. So I see you say a lot, take nothing for granted, but everything from ransom.
Yeah,
What does that
that's
mean
a
to you?
that's a slogan. Really, I got the slogan from my aunt, who passed away a while ago through breast cancer. But
I'm
she was
sorry.
real big on religious and church, and she's always say, put your time in, don't never take for granted, because one day payday is coming for you too. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We're all gonna have our judgment day. So it's just something that always stuck with me. Like, yo, just don't take them times for granted. Um, take it, take it for ransom. Ransom meaning upheld it. So the biggest thing to me in this world is time. We place a lot of other values in money or other things, but you can't never get back time. You can't
No.
buy time.
No.
You can't do nothing. So don't
Okay.
never take that for granted. Always take it and hold it close to you. And that's where that come from. God
Yeah.
bless. Rest in peace, Aunt Mary. It comes from her.
Right. Okay, yeah, rest in peace, Auntie Mary. For
For
real. That was deep. No, that's a deep. And I definitely agree with time is the only thing and the most valuable thing because it's nothing in the world that like you can make up time. Like you could spend all the money, you could send this and that, but if you ain't spending no time with me, like, how do I mean anything to you? Or how do I you get what I'm saying? How you gonna
real.
say what's the significance of it if we ain't spent no time or you ain't give your time to something? So
For
yeah,
real. For real. Like you can't. First of all, you can't be successful at nothing if you don't give time to it. Like
right.
what you doing right now, time and consistency. That's what brings success. So you got to have that time, or for ones who us that have kids. For myself, that's a big part. That's where it came into is like I always teach them like it's certain opportunities I probably could have took for money, but it be certain things in that time which I want to be there for that I turn down the money to make sure that I'm there for that time with them kids. I get that money back another way.
Right.
So
And
always,
speaking of your boys, like you really big in their life. I see you a basketball coach. You coach their team. Like talk about that a little bit.
yeah, my boys is everything. You know what I'm saying? I didn't grow up with my pops per se, but I had uncles and cousins, but not my dad. So I
Right.
always said once I had kids, I was gonna be there for them, and your kids love you unconditionally. So I'm always there for them, no matter what. I'm gonna be there for them. Yeah, I do coach his team. It didn't start off when the coach. It just start off like I'm really involved, like I said, with my kids. So I start off going to practices, but I'm at practices yelling like, "Yo, get over here!" So naturally, after a while, people come up to you like, "Yo, you don't want to coach?" I'm like, "Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I coach." So yeah, I coach their team. I coach. I actually helped run a program called Hard Work Hoops with my boy Jeff McNair. You see him on Facebook or whatever. Jeff McNair, Hard Work Hoops.
Okay.
We do a program. Um, this was our first full year, and we did kids from fourth grade all the way to seventh. So
Okay.
next year that'd be from fifth to eighth. We got over like 40 or 50 kids. Most of them from the Pine Hills area, right out of like Silver Star Rec, Barnett Park Rec. Was playing regular junior magic ball, and
Okay.
so we taking them and molding them, trying to help get these young men, keep them on the right path.
Right. That's so lit. So it started because you was one of the parents that the coach had to say, get back in your seat.
Yeah,
You
that's me.
doing too
That's
much.
me. I'm,
You
I'm,
doing too much. So
I'm,
calm down, calm down.
I'm
So
talking
they
about.
had to send you back to the bleachers, but then they end up, hey man, you might as well just come on out here and coach
Listen,
everybody since you're doing the most.
listen. I'm doing the most at practice. You hear me? I'm in practice yelling like it's a live game. You know what I'm saying? So
Wow,
yeah,
that's
most definitely.
amazing. That's amazing that you not only in your own, two boys' life, but you making an impact on other children that had nothing to do with you. Like, how does that make you feel to know that you making a positive impact on other children, and you actually been a part of helping to, change their life and groom them to be, somebody special.
Man, it's a feeling that can't be explained at all.
Okay.
Like I can't even really explain it. I really enjoy all of my boys, man. Like I they like I they come to my house. I pick them up, whether we going to practice or not, like just regular training or just hanging out. Like I keep them, I have them. Like I got one kid, like his dad drive trucks, so his dad like always on the road.
All right.
So for the last like 3 months, every tournament, every practice, and we do tournaments out of town, going places. He with me. Like his dad always tells me thank you, but I think sometimes we miss those values of like it takes a village. So
Right.
I just feel like I'm playing my part. It's a wonderful feeling. You know what I'm saying? I hope that all of them go the right way, whether it be in basketball or school or whatever they want to do. I done grew a real attachment to a lot of the kids, and it's so cool to walk in a place and they be like, "Yo, Coach Chaz," or they on Instagram and they sending me stuff, or you know what I'm saying, or I'm dressed in like, "Yo, I see you, Coach. I see you." Like
Okay.
I feel like the OG, but but it's a great feeling, man. It's really no other feeling besides I guess having your own kids, but yeah, that feeling is great. I wouldn't change it for the world.
And that's probably where, like a lot of your blessings come through at too. Like a lot of your good stuff that happened to you because you been, you pouring into the life of others. You reaching, making sure they straight. You stepping in where they may not have that at home. You get what I'm saying? Like that's where your, the blessings it bounce back to you.
Well, I feel like it's my purpose. Shout out to my brother. I'm plugging another guy, Dr. Three, another black entrepreneur right here in the city. But he gave me some strong words one day. It was like, as long as you're doing what your purpose is, God gonna make sure you have what you're supposed to have.
Right.
Like you ain't even got to worry because you're doing the plan that he put you in a position to do. So I feel like my part of coaching was a calling that I went to too late, but I'm here now. And
Yeah.
that so yeah, the blessings that come, I do believe is from that because I am doing what he called me to do. I definitely feel like coaching and mentoring kids is a calling that was blessed upon me.
Okay, yeah, most definitely. And then you say, okay, so Ransom Clothing, like, and then you coach the basketball team. So, are you doing Ransom Clothing full time, or you still, you still work? What's going on?
Okay, I was working, um, I was working at a plant based out of Lockheed Martin, helped doing military defense, actually creating military defense weapons
That's a
and
great
stuff like
job.
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
Was doing that.
career.
Yeah, really. Was doing that for like the last like 7 years, and but I feel like ransom was it's my passion. It's what I enjoy getting out. Even though the other stuff is good money, but this
Great.
what I love to do. So, I'm full time with Ransom now. I recently decided to leave the job and pursue Ransom full time. So yeah, it's a full time gig, it's a full time thing. My mind always
That
running
had to be
around that.
scary, though. That had to be scary. You left your Lockheed Martin job to say, okay, I'm gonna put all my eggs on me. I'm gonna bet on me. How was that? Like, what emotion did you feel on your last day? Like, this is it. This is my last day.
Uh, shit, I felt relieved because I knew I wanted to be where I wanted to be, which was doing ransom. But at the same time, yeah, you are scared. You are nervous about
Right.
what is it gonna bring because that's the biggest thing when you're entrepreneur straight is when like today I might make $500 or $1,000. The next 3 days I might not make shit. Ooh, excuse me, ish. Excuse me, cuz um make ish though. I'm sorry. So
I
it's
talked to you about this. We talked about
we talked about this. That's the only one. I ain't gonna mess up no more. But But it definitely is a scary feeling, but satisfying feeling. So I had both of those feelings. I was scared, but satisfied that I was leaving at the same time. But I'm happy that I made the choice right now.
Okay.
Hopefully it keeps going that way though. Plus, I wanted to be able to spend more time with the kids too, with the mentoring. So that was another decision. It wasn't just ransom. On top of that, it was more about them. I'm not. I mean, don't get me wrong. I really love the pursuit of money because you gotta have money to live.
Right.
But the pursuit of seeing those kids happy or getting to their goals or to where they want to be is it means much more to me than any money value. So there was another big part and why I chose to leave was the kids and ball and mentoring.
What? Boy, I gotta salute you. I gotta salute you. I gotta salute you. Like, oh my God, you're super selfless. Like, I I was waiting on you to say, well, this by me, and like you know, something waiting on it, but wow, you're super selfless. Like this person, they keep talking to you real quick. That must be your friend or somebody else. So you love fashion. You know them,
Nah, I don't know
Kristen Button.
Christian Buckman, but
That person keep talking to you, but at
I
the
ain't
same
mad. Keep
time.
talking, Christian. I ain't mad. I
Well,
ain't
I was gonna
mad.
ask you. So talk a little bit, about your website. How you branded yourself, you created the website, but the website is not even called ransomclothing.com. Just, explain a little bit about it.
Yeah, the website is actually called driptakeover.com. Ghana. One day, hopefully, yeah. But yeah, hopefully, Christian, hopefully I can get it to Ghana one day. But yeah, it's driptakeover.com. The website is designed and everything is put together by me. There's no outside help. I sit there. Everything that's uploaded, everything that's from the creative style to the background choice to the stuff that goes behind making a
Packaging.
website work. Yeah, that's all me. I did it all myself,
Wow.
researching and doing it and learning myself how to do it. Yeah, I didn't name it ransomclothing.com because I didn't want it to be about me in another situation. Like I want the website to be about more local brands in Orlando who are popping, who have things on site. I wanted to give them another avenue in order to sell their brand too. Like, when you see brands Polo not just in a Polo store, it's in Macy's, it's at
Right.
JC Penney's, it's in Marshalls,
Right.
it's over here, it's online. So I just wanted to give another avenue to them. So I didn't want to name it ransomclothing.com because it's not just about me. It's about other brands and hopefully that'll expand. Right now it has most of my brand on there, which is Ransom, but we also offer Yeah Mellow, his brand with Future Millionaire. That's on there right
I
now. He's
saw
the
that.
first one to jump on the wave. And yeah, they create another avenue for our local brands in Orlando because we got a lot of dope talent
It's
that's right
yeah.
here.
It's a
A
lot
lot
of
of it.
different clothing lines, a lot of brands in Orlando, a lot of people, like you saying, just popping out and having some lit stuff. So if I wanted like to put my clothing brand on your website, I'm here in Orlando. How did I make that happen?
Well, you reach out me through you can email me at ransomclothinginc@gmail.com. You could reach out me through DM on Instagram, which is ransom clothing
Right.
underscore inc. Facebook Chaz Ransom. You can message me and we work out the details from there. But any of those ways, I'm able to be reached, and we work out the further details from there. And trust me, get up on there and get on the site and get it to help popping, man. We get it going.
Okay. It's not the fee that I gotta pay, to be a part of it to get my stuff on the website. It ain't gonna be outrageous, is it? Like I still
Nah,
can afford it.
nah. So basically, I got it like this. Like, right, say you give 50 of them just use shirts, 50 tees. You want to sell them for, say, we selling them for $25.
Okay.
So, right, I'm gonna take $5 per shirt, which would go to me, and
Okay.
the original 20 go to you, right? But I'm only taking the five if you sell your 50, your 50, right?
Okay.
But if so happens you don't sell 50, or maybe you only sell 20 or 15, then it's just a $50 flat rate for the month.
Okay.
And the $50 flat rate just to make sure we cover expenses for the website, because once you put your stuff on my website, I'm doing the shipping for you. I'm doing you don't have to go ship to the customers. I'm taking those trips. We have the in-store pickup for your local people on there, which they don't have to pay for shipping. They could get it right here in the Central Florida area, and I'm gonna do the deliveries for you.
Wow.
So I'm trying to take some of the stress off of the entrepreneur's hands and give it to me, and that way the entrepreneur can concentrate more on getting more merchandise, better merchandise, or promoting or marketing. They don't have to worry about the hassle of selling and shipping. I'm trying to take that away from them. So yeah, no, the fee won't be killer. It's not killer at all.
Okay, wow. Okay, so that's lit. And it's still selfless. Like it's still selfless. You want to help everybody in Orlando with a brand just to branch out and spread it more. Like I told you, it's like a one-stop shop. You could go to one website and get all your favorite brands at one place. I think like that is a super dope idea, and that's very creative that you came up with something like that.
Yeah, that's what it is.
We're gonna let Kristen Buckman ask you one last
One
question.
question, Mr. Ransom, just how much ransom do I get to pay to own a ransom denim? Huh?
I guess they trying to say like what your prices look like for them to have a piece of ransom in their closet.
I don't know, Christian, but you definitely can check me out at
There you go.
www.driptakeover.com, and you can purchase right now. It's on there. I did actually have a fly denim jacket that was a concrete rose denim jacket, but I ain't gonna lie, I posted it, put it up, and it sold within like 20 minutes. It
I
was
saw that it was fly.
yeah, yeah, that bit was hard. It went real fast to somebody in Tampa. Shit, I
Okay.
don't even think it was up 20 minutes. I think the post might have been up 20 minutes, but he hit me after like the first five. So, but you definitely
Right.
go in there, Christian, man. Support the cause. I appreciate it, man.
Shout the
Trust me,
website out again.
huh?
Tell him the website one more time slowly so we can hear it.
It is www big period drip takeover. That's DRIPTHKEOVER.com. Driptakeover.com. And you can get all your ransom needs. That's available at the time right there. You can sign up for to be a member so you can get the emails first when the latest stuff drops.
Yeah,
Um, so go check out the site, man, Christian. I appreciate it. Trust me. And I see it when you purchase. I see when you're on there. I
that's
see when
it.
it's gonna say your name. I'm gonna see that. So I know you're a winner on there, and you did that, and I will appreciate it.
Right. Well, I gotta grab me some ransom clothing because I just know I'll be so fly in me a ransom fit. So they'll see me soon too. Post my ransom fit,
You got
styling
to, you
profile.
got to, Taylor, you got to, you got to.
Most definitely. Okay, so right before we leave, tell the people again where they can follow you, keep up with Ransom Clothing Line, see the boys play basketball. How can people keep up with you and your story?
Yeah, the most active way would be on hit me up on IG on Instagram at ransom clothing underscore ink. Ink is INC. A lot of people think INK like a tattoo. No, it's ink like incorporated INC.
Right.
So you can hit me up on there. Like you said, you can also go to the website driptakeover.com and you can find any of the latest pieces. It's on there. Um Facebook, Chaz Ransom. Keep it simple, Chaz Ransom. It's right
Right.
there in the corner on your screen if you're watching, where it say Chaz Ransom right there. And you can find that, and I would appreciate everybody, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Most definitely. Thanks for being my guest today.
No problem. Thank you for having me. I appreciate any platform. I appreciate yours especially. We go way back like two flats in the Cadillac.
Okay. Okay. Y'all already know I'm Asanta Tay. Make sure y'all hit me on the gram, Asanta underscore Tay. This Tay Tay Loudmouth, and we back to more afternoon jams, The Wire.
Nah.